Welcome back to Grant's Gaming Corner, ladies and gentlemen. We are back into our Pokemon Brilliant Diamond chat lock playthrough. And I hope you guys are proud of me. I say that because I remembered this morning to go honey up some of these trees. So we have some trees to go hunting around, see if we can find some new Pokemon, see if we can find some Pokemon that we haven't gotten before. So we got a few trees to go hunting down tonight. So what do you guys think? You guys ready to jump into finding some new Pokemon maybe? Fingers crossed? Or is it gonna be like last time where we get a whole bunch of stuff that we've already seen? Guess we'll find out. All I know is I honeyed up those trees this morning so that we'd have some content for tonight, because I'm trying to be better about remembering the honey trees. Plain and simple. But welcome in, everybody. Glad you guys are here. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank y'all. Hope y'all are ready to hang out and just chill tonight. Hope you guys are keeping warm wherever you're at. I know I am. Grabbed my cup of hot cocoa. Made me a cup before I got started. And now I'm ready to keep warm and see if we can hunt down some Pokemon tonight. So that's the start. That's the plan. We're going to start by hunting down these honey trees and just seeing what we can find to begin with. After that, I'm not sure where the night's going to take us. I guess we'll see. We may train up our team some more. We go hunting for Miss Spirit. I don't know. We may just go back in the underground, see if we can find some more people to talk to. First, Coco. Get those insides good and warm. All right, let's just start on this side and work our way across, because I know there's a honey tree just outside of Canalave here. And let's just kind of take our time. So, how is everybody doing this evening? Y'all doing well? I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out tonight. Thank y'all for being here. Hopefully you guys are all keeping warm like I was saying earlier. All right, so let's head over to this little tree. It's shaking a little bit. Let's see what we got. Let's see what Pokemon we come across. Ooh, Combi. It's a male version because it doesn't have a little dot in the center. Welcome in, Papa D. Appreciate you coming and hang out tonight on Charlotte's TV tonight. Very nice. Well, I appreciate it. Hope you all are hanging out and having a good time. All right, so yeah, we're not going to catch this one because this one is not going to do us any good, because it's not going to evolve to a Vespiquen because it's a male. Has to be a female to evolve to a Vespiquen. Alright, well, that's one honey tree down. Let's check the others. Let's see. No, we're not going to slide any more honey on them right now. I'll try to remember to do that again next week. Okay, so there's two up here, so let's head up here. They all said hello. Well, hello all. Appreciate y'all coming to hang out tonight. Thank y'all for being here. Hopefully you guys are keeping warm just like I'm trying to keep warm as best I can. Hopefully you guys get your own cocoa and keep yourselves warm. It is a cold night out there tonight, but that's okay. We're Pokemon hunting tonight. We're gonna see if we can find us some new Pokemon on these trees, hopefully. Let's see what our next Pokemon is. Another Combi. Oh, is this gonna be a Combi kind of night? Oh boy. This ought to be interesting. If all we're after is Combi tonight, this ought to be an interesting way to go. Although, in all fairness, if we find a female one to evolve, that would be awesome. Because it's well worth it to try to get a Vespiquen. I don't think we have one yet, now that I think about it. I don't know. I'll double check and make sure in a little while. But I'm pretty sure we don't have one. So, how's everybody doing this evening? Y'all doing well? No, we are not putting honey back on this tree for now. Let's go back out this way. And there's another honey tree right down here that I slathered honey on earlier today. Is it that one? Or is it this one? That one's not wiggling, so it's gotta be the one back over this way. I was thinking I slathered honey on both of them, but I guess nothing came of that other one. Oh well, it is what it is. Sometimes you get lucky. Ooh, it's your Ruby. I don't think we have one of these. Let's see. I think this is one of the Pokemon we were hunting for, if I remember right. Oh no, we have a Cherubi. We already caught one. Got the Pokeball symbol by its HP up there. Yeah, we already caught it. Alright, we're just gonna knock it out instead then. So y'all keeping warm over there, Papa D? Everybody doing your best to just stay out of this cold weather? Because it's getting cold. This was a good choice. No honey. Alright, let's go back to our map and let's see where our next one's at. Okay, let's go up this way. We'll go up here to Eterna City. And I believe that one's just outside the city, if I remember right. So if I go this way, and there it is, right there. And, okay, it's wobbling a little bit. Might be something worth going after. Let's see. Now that is a female Combi. That one we do need to catch. Alright, let's see here if we can catch this thing. And I don't have anybody on my list at the moment, so I guess we will pick back up with the first in chat. So Papa D, you get to name our female Combi here. You have a particular name in mind? There we go. Caught it. You're looks like the first one in chat tonight, and possibly technically the only one so far. But we're gonna go ahead and nickname this one anyways, because we're gonna need to evolve it up if I'm not mistaken. So, you got any suggestions for a name, Papa D? I'm gonna grab me a drink of cocoa while I give you a moment to reply back. Ooh, you can hear that on my mic. Guess I'm stirring a little hard. Oh well, just trying to keep it from settling too much. I needed that. It's warming me from the inside. That's really what I needed. Let us see. Ollie? O-L-L-I-E? Okay, I'm down for that. I mean, interesting name for a female, but hey, we'll go with it. I guess it could be short for like something like Olivia, couldn't it? Okay, that works. Alright, so we got Ollie, the female Combi, which will have to evolve to a Vespiquen later on down the line. No, we're not slathering that one back. Let's see here. Yes, we gotta have that Vespiquen, so we're gonna need to evolve that later down the line. So that's a good thing we went ahead and caught that one. All right, back to our searching. Let's go up here to Celestic Town because there's one outside that city, and then we'll go down to Hearthome in a few minutes because there's two outside of Hearthome. So let's go to Celestic Town first and go see what's on that tree. Future dog. So you named the bee after the future dog. Fair enough. Interesting way to go, but fair enough. Alright, let's get over here to the tree. Alright, here we go. What is on this honey tree? A Silcoon. Okay. I think we already have a Silcoon. Let's see here. Do we... Yeah, we already got a Silcoon. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and knock this one out. No sense in trying to fight to get something we already have that's not going to evolve into something we need. We already have one. No, we are not putting honey back on the tree for now. I'll try to remember to do them again next week. But I did notice we're almost out of money, so I'm not sure how many more times we're gonna be able to do this honey tree thing until we can get some more money. Although I think I got the Versus Seeker, so I think I know. Hang on a second, let me get out of there. Go to this menu. Not that. Yes, the Versus Seeker. Okay. So, yeah, I know how to get some money. Okay. I know how to use that to get us some more money, and I can do that later down the line whenever I get some downtime. I won't hold you guys up trying to build up our money supply. Welcome in, Diddley. How you doing this evening? Appreciate you coming and hang out with us tonight. So if we find us another new Pokemon, it'll be yours to name tonight, Diddley. We're hunting honey trees, because I remember to slather honey on the honey trees this morning. Burmy. Do we have a Burmy yet? Let's see. Yep, we get a Burmy. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna knock this one out. What's shaking now? How y'all doing this evening? Appreciate you coming and hang out with us tonight. We're running the honey trees tonight because I remembered to actually put honey on them this morning. So I'm trying to be better about remembering the off-camera stuff like that. Alright, so let's go back into the city and then we'll go south from here. Because there's another honey tree to the south, if I remember right, that I put honey on this morning. So let's go see what's up with that tree. I really don't know. I guess it's supposed to be hanging from the branch of a tree, I guess. I really don't know. It just kind of hangs out there, doesn't it? Wormpool. I know we have a Wormpool already, so we'll just knock this one out because I know we don't need another one right now. Alright, I'll just knock out. So, how's y'all doing this evening? Y'all keeping warm? I really hope so. It is just such a cold one out there today, and it's done nothing but get colder. Burmy juice just hanging around. Basically, it's just hanging there in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? No, we are not going to slather more honey on these trees just yet. Alright, where is our next one? Let's go up here. We'll go to Salacion Town. I never can say this one right because there's two up there above it. So let's go catch those two and let's see if we have any good Pokemon on those. Hopefully, we'll have Pokemon on them that we don't have already. That would be awesome. Alright, so there's the first one. Alright, here we go. Let's see what has joined us tonight. Another Combi. Alright, well, we got Combi, so thankfully we got a female one a while ago, so we're gonna be able to evolve it up to a Vespa Queen at some point in the future. Whenever we decide to start evolving Pokemon. But for now, we'll knock this one out. And down goes Combi. I think we got another tree up here as well. No honey on that one for now. Oh yeah, there it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. And I wonder what we're gonna get from the rain. If the rainy weather's gonna affect this one. I mean, it affects the battle, but there's another Burmy, not Combi. Another Burmy, which, like you were saying, Diddley, is just hanging from nothing, isn't it? Just hanging out in the middle of there. Well, let's knock it out with knockoff. And down goes Burmy. At least we're getting a little experience for these. So good to warm the insides. Maybe some cocoa this just before stream. Okay, so let's go out here past Pastoria City. Let's see what's on this one. Surely, not surely, but surely we can find us a new Pokemon before too long, right? I guess I gotta get better at this honey tree thing, realistically. Alright, now how did I do this morning? Go around this way. Go down here. There we go. That's how we did that. Destroy that rock. Let's see what's on this honey tree. Up. Another floating Burmy. Well, that's just the kind of night it's gonna be, I guess. We tried slathering up most of the honey trees. I know I didn't go to every single one, but I at least into the ones that are decently able to be gotten to. Wow, that thing used protect. That thing's trying to keep us from knocking it out. Wow, got 2 protects in a row. That's unusual. Usually the second protect fails. All right, do it again. See, there we go. Protect number 3 failed. There we go. Nice one, Alvin. Nice. I think we got what, one more tree? I think 1 or 2. 1, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we got 1 that didn't do anything, which that's the one that the wind works. Apparently, we didn't get any Pokemon on it. But we got this one over here just outside of Sunny Shore, so let's go see what's on it. Anybody guys a guess as to what Pokemon's gonna show up on this tree? I'm willing to take guesses at this point if you guys want. What do you guys think? Anybody got any suggestion, a guess, or a hope? There it is. Alright, so I'll give you guys a minute. I'll save up real quick and yeah, throw the guesses in. I'm curious to see what you guys think is going to pop out on this tree. What Pokemon is going to show up whenever we go to this honey tree here, Diddley? I want to see what you guys think. You guys got suggestions? You guys got thoughts about what Pokemon might show up? Not sure? You don't know? Yeah, okay, that's fair. Just thought I'd give you guys a chance to throw out suggestions and ideas, see if you guys had any ideas. Apom, that's a good one, actually. It's a really good one. Okay, let's find out. I'm curious. That's a good guess, though, Diddley. I like that guess. Oh, nope. Get a Combi. Well, it was worth a guess, because an Apom can show up on these trees, if I remember right. Alright, let's knock out this Combi. And we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there. We need, yes, that's right. We need to go back to Solosis Town. Yeah. It was worth a good guess. I liked it. I liked your guess better than what showed up. Alright, let's go back to Solosis Town. Let's go to the south this time. Let's go check on our odd keystone. Let's see if it says anything about how close we are. We should be. Let's heal up first. We should be getting close to that odd keystone being ready to go. There's our team right there. Hit. No, stop that. Healed them up. Now let's go see if we can go take a look at our odd keystone real quick. Alright. Let's see. It's the hollow tower is crying. Is that crying coming from inside the tower? Let's go. Yeah, let's take a lap around the underground real quick. Let's just go see if we can find anybody else to help push us closer to this odd keystone. So let's see, where are we at? We're right there. Okay. Plus, might do a little bit of digging while we're down here. Why not? There's a few spots to dig. Might as well. Whoop. Aha, who we got here? Right? Ryuki? Hello, I'm Ryuki. You can dig into the walls using sledgehammers or pickaxes. Each tool affects a different size area, so you should use the one that best fits the situation. That's fair. In fact, there's a spot right there. Let's dig into it. Why not? Let's just have us a little bit of fun. 2 items. Okay. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's a wall there. Oh. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find... Nope. More wall. I was gonna say find us more wall. Aha. Alright, so there's one. So where's the other one now? Of course. Of course we would hit more wall. Whoop. Kind of weird you can't see the face, their faces because their hat is covering them. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd situation like that, but you know, hey, they gave us helpful information. It's always a good thing. Alright, that's right. Oh, anything else? Well, aha, found it. There's the other sphere in this case. It was under there. All right, let's see who else we can find to talk to. So maybe we'll get lucky and we'll run into a few other people down here that'll help us get closer to our goal. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can see his face. Seamus. Hello, I'm Seamus. Have you seen set up your secret base yet? I'll place my favorite statue in mine to create my own space. Very nice, dude. Very nice. That is how you set up a secret base. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a Diglett. But, oh, there's this dude. Not right now. We'll trade him some spheres later whenever we have a few more. It would be nice if we could run into another person down here. Alright, here we go. Let's pass through this biome real quick. Now let's see if there's some more people to talk to. That's what I'm hoping for, is to find another person or two down here, because they'll definitely help us with trying to finish collecting what we need. Ah, here we go. Andrea. Hello, I'm Andrea. Some Pokemon hideouts are small while others are much larger. In the large ones, they're more likely to see big Pokemon. Nice. Let's see if there's anybody down this way. Oop, got a Diglett. And yes, heal our team up real quick. It is nice to run into this dude because he heals our team real fast. Let's see, where was that at? There it is. Let's grab this one real quick. There are 3 items in the wall. Okay. That's good. Ooh, there's a big one. Nice. Let's see what else we can find around here. Ooh, here we go. Ah, looks like a Thunderstone. That'll come in handy for evolving down the line. Evolve some of our Pokemon using that. Ugh, we would run into a wall. Yeah, it's a nice big diamond, isn't it? I like it. Ooh, here we go. We haven't had one of these in a while. Treasure chest with a normal type. Let's see what statue we got. A pretty stone box which has a statue of Staraptor. Okay, nice. That's a good find, I'd say. Yeah, let's do this one over here just because why not? It's fun digging in these walls sometimes. 2 items, okay. So let's see if we can find anything on the first go round here. Oh, well, besides the wall, I mean. Nope. Nope. Oh, here we go. There's a spear. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. Might have spoken too soon. Might have found something here. Nice. There we go. Your guess is as good as mine, but they make it work, don't they? Alright, so that's a small green sphere and a green shard. Nice. Not a bad start. We'll take it. Alright, let's see if we can run any other people around here. Probably gonna have to pass through this biome up here to see if we can find anybody else. Let's go to the left. I think that'll be the better direction to go if we're trying to find somebody. Just all these interconnected, twining, and winding routes down through here. I just feel like we'll find somebody in here more than we will the other direction for the moment. Well, buddy, right here. Let's head this way. There is a Diglett. Actually, you know what? Let's go down that way first. That's just a big square, so there's bound to be somebody in here. At least some Digletts, maybe? Oh no, here we go. We found somebody. Shane. Hello, I'm Shane. I'm pretty sure that the Pokemon I just caught is very rare. Very nice, Shane. Congratulations on getting your rare Pokemon. But we are gonna head on, see if we can find anybody else in here to talk to. We'll trade you spheres later, dude. Appreciate it though. A Diglett there. And I guess, excuse me, I guess nobody out there. Nobody down here. Nothing up my sleeve. Nope, nobody here. The Pokemon she caught, bird. What do you mean? What Pokemon did she catch? If you're talking about the statue, I mean, I guess the statue could be any size technically, because there was nothing to compare the size to of the statue. It's a joke. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't catch it, so hey, you know me, I miss jokes all the time around here. Ah, here we go. Ellen. Hello, I'm Ellen. Ellen. There are all sorts of things buried in the walls of the underground. Sometimes you'll find, even find treasure. Nice. Diglett. We'll go back and we'll run this, cut across. They're all wearing hats. Most of them, yeah. Oh, like you said, they're hiding their faces, so they are definitely trying to hide their faces. Alright, let's head over this way. We'll take a quick lap around here real fast just to see. Might as well. We might get lucky. Find somebody back here. Or we just find another diglet. Hey, these things happen. Headed home now, Papa D. Alright, be careful, especially in this weather. It's getting real cold out there, and the roads, well, roads can become real slick. Alright, let's go up. We've met a few people. Let's go just check out our tower, our hollow tower. I want to see. It's still crying out from the inside. Okay. Oh, that got us a little bit more distance on it. I need to see. I need to look it up and see how many people we got to talk to, because we got to talk to quite a few. Nah, that's fine. We'll go up to the league. We'll do some more training. Or better yet, let's not go to the league. Let's go to Celestic Town. Let's see about going into the underground. Joe, we can train for a little while as well. Not the bike. Train for a little while as well. Let's see. There are some pretty good spots in here to train. Just to be on the safe side, I just want to check and make sure there's nobody to talk to around here. Just to make sure we don't miss anybody in here. Well, nobody down there. He was gray now. Yeah, we're in a different part of the underground now. Oh, here's this dude. No trading, not right now. Nope, not going in there at the moment. We'll go in there eventually, but right now I want to keep looking around. Yeah, well, at least we're back on the diglet grind. Okay, so nobody that way. Oh wait, here we go. Blair, hello, I'm Blair. Whether you're on the surface or underground, greeting people you meet is very important. Fair point, Blair. Fair point. Little girl has a point. Ooh, a Doug trio. Nice. Alright, so nobody down here. Let's see if there's anybody out this way real quick. Yeah, we'll take a break. Okay, so he's just outside this entrance. Okay, cool. Blair Point? No? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Alright, let's get back out of here. I didn't mean to actually go in there. That's not the one I want to go in. I'll go in this big one up here. This is the one I want to go in. Alright, now let's see if we can find some Pokemon to take on. Oh, there's a Ghastly there. Bronzor. Let's take on the Ghastly real quick. Although I have a strong feeling because stuff in Victory Road is a little bit more evolved, it'll actually give us a little bit more experience than the stuff here in the underground. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Oh, it's kind of sad. Cocoa's not as hot as it was earlier. It's just starting to cool off. There we are. It did its job. It got me warm from the inside out earlier, which is exactly what I need on a good cold night tonight. I'm hoping you guys are staying warm because it is chilly out there tonight. Ooh, Mr. Mime. These are good for experience. You can usually earn a fair amount of experience off of Mr. Mime. You guys staying warm tonight, Diddley? Hopefully you're not getting too chilly tonight. It is, it's definitely gonna be a cold one tonight. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. I don't know how cold it's getting in your area, and you don't tell me, just keep it to yourself. But just a little FYI, if it is gonna drop below freezing tonight, don't forget to run a little bit of water in the sink, just a trickle, just enough to keep the water in the pipes from flowing so it doesn't freeze over. Ooh, Alvin's getting there. One more level and Alvin will be level 70. Nice. Alvin is definitely getting close. Excuse me. Ooh, a Ralts. Ooh, excuse me. I feel like I got the hiccups. Oh. Aw, it's a cute little Ralts. That's actually one of the ones I want to go shiny hunting for whenever when we get our Poke Radar. Let's try and knock off. That should be enough. Oh, close. Meter. We're not even asleep. What's wrong with you, Ralts? That Ralts doesn't know what he's doing. But we do. Didn't give us that much experience at all. Yeah, we might be better off going back to Victory Road at this point. Huh. I was hoping for some stronger Pokemon down here than this, but let's go back to Victory Road. Ooh, excuse me. Got a yawn in. Well. Yep, that was the yawn. I was fighting it off, but I failed at it, so, you know. I yawned it up. Yawn number 1 for tonight. Hey, at least I waited this long to yawn. Some nights, y'all know I'm yawning out the gate, and that's saying something. But I slept pretty good last night, and while I did get up kind of early, it wasn't too bad. Although tonight's gonna be some good sleeping, especially once I get good and warm. Ooh. We'll get good and warm. Ooh. Curled up under the blanket tonight. You got one foot stuck out to breathe. As long as it's not freezing. Ooh, it's gonna be good sleeping. Tentacruel. Do we have a Tentacruel? I think we did get a Tentacruel. Let's see. Oh, we caught one. So let's knock it out and see if we can gain some experience off of it. Nice. Actually, I'm kind of curious to see what else is in here now that I realize there's Pokemon in this water, in this little lake, in this waterfall area. Let's see what else we can find. Pelipper. I think we have one though. Let's see, do we? We don't. All right, here we go. All right, Diddley, what do you want to name this thing? You're in chat right now. What you think? What are we calling our Pelipper? It dips its large bill into sea, then scoops up numerous prey along with water. Funny. Yep, we're giving it a nickname. What you got, Diddley? This one is yours to nickname. And then while you're doing that, I'm gonna slide my water in. Slide my cocoa, what little is left, not much, that I let cool off. I got an idea, it's kind of political. Tell me and we'll see how political it is. If it's too political, we may not. If it's just downright funny, maybe. What you got? Hit me with it and we'll discuss it. Maybe. Or Bill Clinton. I'm down. That's pretty funny. That's good. I'll take that. That's not that political. I mean, I get it. It's political, but that's still funny. I'll take it. We will do that one. Make sure I get this spelled right. C-I-N. Oh no. C-L-I-N-T-O-N. C-L-I-N-T-O-N. C-L-I. Yeah. Bill. That's Bill the Pelipper. I'm down for it. I like it. Bill the Pelipper. Still got my cough. But y'all making me laugh. Y'all gonna make me cough tonight. Excuse me. I didn't expect to run into that many new Pokemon tonight, but hey, I'll take it. I'm glad we're running into new Pokemon tonight. I'm down. It's about time we got back to catching Pokemon that we haven't caught yet. Of course, it'd be really nice that whenever we get to post game, we get past the Elite Four, then we'll really be able to get into the area of catching new Pokemon that we don't have, because that should help us open up the decks, and we should be able to go after the national decks Pokemon at that point. Hey, another Pelipper. Another Bill. We'll let Alvin take care of it. Alvin's got this. Excuse me. I'm kind of glad I started checking Pokemon here. It's kind of nice, and plus it's kind of nice not being out back in the cave, because out here we can see Mount Cornet in the background. Kind of like that. It's kind of nice being able to see Mount Cornet and all the stars. Looks pretty cool. It's a really good scene. It really is. Apparently we're gonna have abundance of Pelipper to fight here. I was expecting more than just Pelipper. And Tentacruel, of course. Ooh, that one had Trizzle. Alright. Knock it out, Alvin. You got this. Aw, Alvin's wishing to make us happy. Did you see that? Alvin's trying. I wonder if maybe we should switch out Alvin for something else for a little while. Yeah, we could put Nile in the lead for a little while. Yeah, let's put Nile in the lead for a little while. Let Nile do some work. Might as well. Especially if we're gonna be just surfing around right here in the water trying to get us some more Pokemon here. Another Pelipper? Another Bill? Alright, Nile. What you gonna do against this Pelipper here? Let's just do a Night Slash. Let's see what happens. There we go. That'll do it. That's enough. That's enough to knock out a good Bill. Ooh, found us another one. What do we find? Tentacool. So I guess Tentacool and Pelipper are all the thing that's up here, but still, it's nice getting a battle against something other than just Machoke and Steelix. Just kind of getting tired of Machoke and Steelix, honestly. Alright, Nile. There we go. Knock out that Tentacruel. Hey, Nile leveled up. Look at that. Of course, that's what we're going for, is trying to get our team stronger. Ooh, I wonder. No, it's probably... No, maybe so. I was gonna say, I wonder if Miss Spirit could show up here on top of the water. I'm pretty sure it won't show up in caves. But I don't know 100% if it will on top of the water while we're surfing. I'm not sure about that one. this game's got some wholesome dialogue. Yeah, for the biggest part, but I mean, it's a kid's game per se, quote unquote. I mean, Pokemon has always been a game designed for a younger audience, but then again, those of us who are older and have nostalgia for these old Pokemon games, we enjoy them. So yeah, nothing wrong with it being wholesome, and it fits the channel moniker for me because you guys know I like family-friendly stuff. That reminds me, I need to. Speaking of being wholesome, we need to go earn us some more money. We might have to spend a little bit of time going defeating other trainers again. It's okay, it'll give us some experience and it'll give us a chance to get a little bit of money. And it's not gonna be crazy experience, but hey, it'll be enough to justify the fact that we're earning the money. Which we may go do in a few minutes. We may go see if we can up our money because we're a little poor. I think we're down to like $6 Poke dollars. We'll look in just a minute, but I'm pretty sure I spent a pretty good portion of our money this morning on honey because I was trying to slather up those honey trees. Let's take a look real quick. We'll see. Yeah. $6 Poke dollars. That's it. That's all we got to our name right now. $6 Poke dollars. That's all right. I know a good place to earn some money at. We'll go earn some money. I don't want to say fast money, but we'll earn some decent money here in just a few minutes. Off is out to kill me tonight. All right. What's the OML? What's the OML about, Diddley? About my coughing or about earning money? Or the wholesomeness? That could be a good thing. Oh, the $6? Yeah. Like I said, I spent a good portion of our money this morning getting honey for the honey trees. Oh yeah, straight up broke. You can't buy anything for $6 Poke dollars. That's not enough money for anything. I need to see if we have the amulet. I'll have to look and see in a minute. So if we're gonna go get us some money, we'll have to look and see if we have the amulet in just a minute. We'll look in a minute. Right now, we'll keep training. We'll go get money in a few minutes. Scorpio leveled up! Yes! We are getting our team stronger little by little. I really do need to do some off-camera work with these guys. I really haven't been doing it. Excuse me, doing it a lot. I've been busy. Excuse me. Apparently these hiccups are gonna get to me tonight. I mean, with the holidays, you know, Christmas, New Year's, and all that kind of stuff, family things going on, I've just been busy. I have not had much of an opportunity to sit down and play games here lately. Not near as much as I would like to. I played, I want to say maybe 30 minutes of Tears of the Kingdom last night on my personal playthrough. It wasn't much. I got like one shrine done. It wasn't much. Excuse me. Another yawning. I just have not had a lot of time to do much lately as far as my personal playthroughs. I do have a few goals on my personal playthrough list that I'm planning on working on. Must have been my movement. Thought I seen something move on the wall. Kirby's Dream yawn too. Nice. And he's in Dreamland, so he can yawn all he wants while he's in Dreamland. Oh, speaking of which, how did y'all like that Kirby's Dreamland playthrough a while back? Was that just something different? Was it too different? Or did you guys enjoy seeing me play something a little different like that? I was having a good time. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I just figured it'd be something different to play on the channel. What was I saying? You didn't watch it, did Lee? That's okay. I understand. Sometimes we get too busy. Like, oh, that's it. That's what it was about being busy. Yeah. I've been busy, so I get it. Sometimes you guys are busy too, just like me. So I understand it completely. But yeah, things have just been busy lately. Don't get me wrong, Christmas and New Year's were great. Had a great time at both, relaxed at New Year's. It was just downright enjoyable, but still been busy. For speaking of which, for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we got a chance to actually go to the church both times. You gonna drop by for a minute? Hang on a second, let me change this around. I feel like playing Kirby's Dream Land 2 last week, but I didn't. Might do it this weekend though. I might. Well, if you get a chance to.
Hey, Diddley. Diddley knows. Hi, it's me.
There we go.
It's cold out there, y'all.
Oh, you ain't joking. Sitting here talking about trying to keep warm tonight.
Yeah, I might make myself some hot chocolate because somebody mentioned hot chocolate and it sounded good. Yeah.
Yeah, I made me some earlier.
My socks aren't thick enough tonight.
Hmm?
My socks aren't thick enough tonight.
Oh, well, we're down to freezing tonight here, so it's going to be cold.
Let me pull up the temperature. I want to see.
33, I think the last time I looked at it.
I think it's lower than that now.
It might have dropped some more. It might actually be below freezing.
It's 35.
Now. 35?
35, but with the wind chill, it feels like 22. That's the coldest it's felt here in probably years, honestly. Felt. When have we been in the 20s?
Felt, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna feel like the teens in the morning. Yeah.
It'll be cold.
At work, yeah. Which is why I brought my rechargeable hand warmer.
Do you need to plug it in?
Yeah, we can do it later.
I was just saying, you get the phone charger right there you can plug it into.
It's fine. Pulling out everything I've ever knit.
Yeah, that's fair. There's still a half a pot of water on the in the pot. If you need to warm back up, you probably need to add a little bit to it though.
It's fine. I'll probably get milk.
Oh yeah, you do yours differently.
I do hot chocolate with milk. Like, why are you gonna do hot chocolate with water when you can have milk?
I mean, I put milk in mine, but I'm look. I can burn water, so if you put milk in a pot and expect me not to burn it, no, that ain't gonna happen.
That's fine. I'll make the hot chocolate.
Well, I'll keep my old-fashioned way of doing it because at least I know how to make that tea kettle work for me without burning it.
Hey Diddley, how's it going? I hear a Ricky. Y'all, you're Ricky.
I heard the toenails too. Yeah, I had to fix her earlier.
Look at this sweater. Look at this.
Snot had both arms through one leg, one hole.
I don't want her up here too long because she's gonna make my stuff stink. Oh, her tail just a wagging. She's so excited. She's so excited.
Right there.
You can smell her from like she's down here and I'm up here and I can smell it. Just and I promise it's not for lack of baths. It's just
she's just a stinky little dog.
Oh my goodness.
Look, she can have a bath and 5 minutes later she smells like herself again. And that's saying something. She's just a stinky little dog.
Hi. Hi. Yeah, I know you miss me.
Lick her, Ricky. Just give her sugars on the nose.
I'm glad it's going good, Diddley. I haven't seen you in a bit. I know probably like when you've been in chat, I haven't been in here. When I've been in chat, you haven't been here. More often than not, I've not been here. It's my fault. Hi, Ricky. Ricky.
That was from my head.
You stink so bad.
There we go. That's
you
a little
do.
better.
I know, my hands are cold, aren't they? Such a stinky animal.
Yeah, you ain't joking. And like Hannah said, she has baths on a regular basis. She just
I have special shampoo for her.
She's gotten older. She's just become stinky. She got that old lady dog smell.
Yeah.
So, ooh,
Speaking of that, did you catch the name reference from earlier?
Ollie? Yeah, he said it was future dog name. Yeah. I know.
You know
I know
who
Ollie.
had to have suggested that name, right?
I almost questioned if it was him, but now I'm starting to question if it was you.
I may have asked him kindly to put it in chat for me.
Fair enough.
I was busy working on a quilt.
Uh,
I'm in the end stages of a quilt.
let's let Moon Mist do some
Gonna
work
have
for a
my
little while.
first bingo square of the year.
Yeah, you got a long ways to go if you're gonna black that board out.
Yes, we're referencing the new plans for 2025.
Mm-hmm. You'd have had to watch our last video, the one that went up earlier today, to understand it better.
Yeah. Basically, where he has game goals, I have knitting goals.
Yep.
Slash cross stitch and quilting.
Speaking of which, I did achieve one of my game goals already, which was
For 2025?
yes,
What was one of your game goals that you achieved?
completing the home Pokédex for all the individual games to get the what were they giving away? The shiny Meloetta not so long ago in Pokemon Home.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I completed all of them except for the Pokemon Go one, which the Pokemon Go one's it's not gonna be completed anytime soon. But it wasn't the one I was concerned with. The other ones, the Sword and Shield one, the Diamond and Pearl one, the Scarlet and Violet ones, those are all the ones that I completed at home. So now I've had at least one of every Pokemon from those games pass through my home. So whatever the next free Pokemon they give away is, I'm ready for it.
Nice. We ought to do a bingo board for you.
It doesn't work the same.
Like if you set the goals as steps to the bigger goal,
Oh yeah, I think we talked
like
about
something
that.
like
That's
that.
right.
Because I mean, yeah, mine is just
Well, the problem for me though is I don't know if I want to do all the steps in between, because a lot of that can be very optional. I don't necessarily want 100% every game I play. I just want to sometimes finish the story. It's okay. I've been doing it already. So
I know.
it
I
needs to
see
keep your count,
Kirby's
too.
Dream Yawn too.
Yeah. But like when my Tears of the Kingdom playthrough, I don't necessarily want to do a 100% playthrough run. I just want to finish the story and play what I want to play of it. Does that make sense?
Yes, and it's kind of hard because without spoilers, you don't know all the checkpoints in the story.
That's true. I mean, I know what I know from where I played here on the channel compared to my personal playthrough, but at the same time, don't necessarily want to do 100% run necessarily. And I'll tell you guys, one of the other goals on my my list is to finish Horizon's Forbidden West. Not something I'm playing here on the channel, just a personal playthrough. But I don't know the story well enough to be able to do it that way, to be able to do checkpoints along the way. And I just really want to just finish the story. And then if I want to do extra stuff on the side, then maybe I'll do it afterwards. But the goal is to finish the story up and at least get credits. So that way I can say I actually finished the actual main story. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm looking at Bill
What?
Clinton. Where did Bill Clinton come from?
Pelipper. Pelipper the Bill. Or Bill the Pelipper. I'll
Yes,
show
we
it
love
to you in
it.
just a second. Yeah, I thought it was
You should
funny.
have named him Clinton.
Well, it's Bill Clinton is the Pelipper.
I know, but you could have said the Pelipper Bill. His name Clinton.
Hang on a second, I'll show you.
Good
Yeah.
job, Diddley. I'm proud of that one. I approve.
Diddley said it might be a little political,
It's
and then
political and controversial, but
It's
we're-
hilarious.
We're here for the pun.
there it is, right there.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, Bill the Pelipper.
You know,
I thought it was hilarious.
they don't even look that dissimilar.
Okay, I wasn't gonna go that far, but still, I thought it was hilarious.
The eyes, you know, the eyes are the same.
Okay. Well, that's their that's our
Okay.
Bill.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So my impressions are no good tonight. I was actually doing good. I remembered to honey up the trees this morning. So this evening we actually had honey trees to go after at the start of the stream.
Bless it. Does it work off of real time?
Yeah, it's 6 to 12 hours of real time before the honey trees will be ready. Quit it. I don't want to see that. You're gonna make me yawn. Yeah, you actually have to wait 6 to 12 hours of real time for the trees to spawn a Pokemon.
I worked hard to get paid. Y'all. Hey, Papa D.
Welcome back in, Papa D.
You should, I don't know, you know, this could be a thing too for you, instead of saying, like checkpoint goals, maybe it's time goals of sinking X many of hours into a game. Because if a game says it needs this many hours to complete, maybe saying I need to soak in this X amount of time into the game, roughly, to get it to completion.
Maybe
that could be a bingo thing. We are home and you are on our TV. Hello.
Nice. I hope you guys are keeping warm. Get
Yes.
you guys some cocoa as well. Maybe the only thing about that is most of the games I'm playing are role playing, like Pokemon, to where I could spend like hours training up a character without making any story progression.
Right, but if you look, like, you can get like the average time to beat on games, and even if that gives you an estimate, let's say you put in that much time, even if you need more, you still put in that much time. Like, you still progressed your, you've done more than just not playing it at all, right? And it's a way of making sure all of your games get played.
Maybe, but I feel like having them on my resolution list like I do gives me an excuse still to try to push forward with story.
I'm just,
I know you're trying to work on that bingo chart, but I don't know quite how to make it work.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, I got like a little tracker today to track like how many stitches or rounds I do on projects, which doesn't necessarily one-to-one translate to you, but what would translate is hard data. Like, you need hard data of, did I actually? Because you can say, okay, I want to play Horizon Forbidden West this year, but if you only sink in 1 hour a year, you can say, yeah, I've met that goal, but how well have you met it? Versus if you're aware. Yeah.
But my goal isn't to just say to play it, like, or when I put it on the list of playthrough, I mean play through 2 credits.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is, if you had hard data of how much time you've played all these games, then you would notice which ones were neglected and which ones are probably closer to a finish than you may think. Because sometimes when you're in the middle of a story, it doesn't feel like the story's almost done, and then like, bam, it's done. You know, like, bam, everything gets wrapped up and it's all done. And that's kind of what I did today, is I started going through all the things I had, and I realized something was halfway done that I didn't even realize, because it just felt like I was in the trenches of it.
You're talking about making them as progression markers.
Right, and just, and then if you have the data of at least this is how much time I've put on everything, you know, A, what's been neglected, and B, you kind of have an idea of, okay, I probably have X amount of time left in this game, and it might be more or less, but at least gives you a marker. And if it gets close to that completion time, then you can say, okay, let's sit down and finish this, and then take the time that you're using on that one and go to the next closest game, or to one that hasn't been touched at all in that year.
Maybe problem with that is then you get into the point where I'm saying, okay, I've got to play this game regardless of how I feel about it in this moment. Whereas with the way I'm doing it now, I can play what I want and what I feel like playing in that moment until I complete it, and then it's off the list.
No, but I mean, yes and no, because that was a problem I had when I had to pull a specific number and do the thing on that number, versus now it's, here's the board, I go do what I want in the board, and if I don't complete the board, you know, it doesn't say I have to complete it by this date. Yeah, ideally I would have some things completed by the end of the year, but it gives you that sense of achievement when you've done it, and you can be like, it keeps it in your mind of, I haven't done this thing that I said I wanted to do, versus sometimes you can forget about things. Like me, I have things that have been going for years that I just keep neglecting.
Okay, I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's just it. Mine is a time goal. Mine's to be done with these games, or at least hit credits on story by the end of the year.
Right, I mean, that's theoretically my goal, but you also couldn't tell me what you would have to do every week to make that goal achievable, because you haven't sat down and mapped out the data.
No.
So you don't even know if the goal you've set is achievable.
Oh, they're achievable.
You think?
I mean,
Do
the
you have-
storylines are achievable, yeah, because I know roughly about how long most of these stories are.
But do you know
I'm
how
not
much
doing
time
exact.
you've progressed?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I can look it up, yes. I mean, naturally...
I guess that's all I'm arguing for, is like, if you had hard data on things, of like with the Pokedex, okay, I'm missing this many Pokemon, I can go after this one or this one, but I still need to go after one of them, whichever one I prefer. That's more of what I'm saying, is just having a hard data of having a rough idea.
Games do save time frame, not just like the last date you saved on, but it does tell
Right.
you progression of
Well,
time
yeah,
you
but
put
the
into
thing
it.
is, you don't necessarily have all of that in one place because maybe each one of those goals is achievable that you could do by the end of the year.
Gotcha.
But when you add them all up, you may not physically. When you take out, okay, this is how much time a week I could dedicate to playing a game, and not pushing yourself where you're abandoning other things, you know.
Fair, but that's also the reason why I only have what 4 goals on my list right now.
But how
One
many
of which
games did
technically
you-
is finished.
How many games did you beat last year that were not on stream?
I didn't keep track of them last year, but the last time I did this goal list, I had 6 on the list, and I finished 5.
Were you streaming?
The second half of the year I was, yes.
Okay.
So it was like the very first year I started streaming. Yes. So I pushed through and finished 5 by the end of the year of the 6 that I had all
No.
together. What?
Bill Clinton's brother fainted.
Oh, we've been knocking out Bill and Bill Juniors, Bill 3s and Bill 4s all over the place tonight.
Just killing Bill.
Yeah, well, hey, we gotta have experience.
As in, like, the movie Kill Bill. That's what I was. Sorry. That's the joke.
If I
So
only
we're-
had a rim shot.
Just so we're not clear, because we mentioned Bill Clinton in the same sentence. That's why I was like, this is what it actually meant.
I thought we were talking about Bill Developer, but okay. And we're actually not killing him, we're knocking him out.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. I was referencing a movie title, okay?
Okay, fair, I get it.
Sorry.
But in all fairness, Pokemon we don't knock out. Yeah, I mean we don't kill, we knock out.
Yeah.
That was a big thing that Satoshi Tajiri wanted to really stretch upon whenever he made Pokemon. Is Pokemon is not such a casual concept of killing the enemy. You're just knocking them out. They faint. That was one of the big things that he always talks about whenever he was making these
It
games.
kind of makes sense, because, like, most fights, like, you're gonna knock somebody out before you really hurt them. And so the idea of keeping going after they're knocked out is much more of a combative, you know what I mean? Like a war type thing versus just a fight.
Well, that, and he said that in his day and age, now bear in mind this was back in the early 80s when Pokemon was first starting to be made, or late 80s, early 90s, kids would so casually toss around that concept when they're playing these kind of games of,
Yeah.
well, I killed the enemy. But he didn't want that to be the case. He didn't want Pokemon
Right.
to be this, so, oh, I killed. No, we say we knocked them out, which is the reality. We don't kill our Pokemon. Technically, our Pokemon has all fainted. Now, I did take them out of the team for, wow, I forgot where these boxes are. There they are. We lost them not because that's the other two. Because we killed them, we just knocked them out, and we're just not going to continue to use them because that's our self-imposed rule.
Oh, poor Pokemon.
Yeah, well, I mean, we knocked a few of them out along the way.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not trying to force you into, like, having hard goals and stuff. I guess I'm just proposing a different perspective as a person. That's where we're different, is I like having hard data and facts on things, whereas you're just kind of like, go with the flow, let it be.
Yeah, I don't have to keep a time goal. I don't have to keep a weekly log of how much I did. As long as I get to my end story, I'm good.
That's what I set up today, was to have like a daily and weekly log, so like I can have stats. I already have stats for my knitting this year so far, and I'm so excited about it. I can tell you how many rounds I did, and I can, like, I'll be able to compare at the end of the year, okay, what months did I get the most done versus the least amount done, because then I can plan accordingly of, okay, if I know this month is busier, then let me just not plan anything for this month to not stress myself out or feel disappointed when I don't achieve what I think I could have.
Let's see, it won't bother me if I do or don't for the week.
That was my fault.
Oh. See, I've only got 1 year out, so I can't tell where it came from. Just as long as I can finish my goal by the end of the year, for me.
Well,
Quit it. You're gonna make me yawn.
sorry, I've been awake since 5. Technically 3. I woke up at 3 and then I fell back asleep off and until 5. But for me, I mean, you know that last year it was like a mad dash to the end of the year, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to avoid, is to like figure out what's reasonable, where I can still have fun.
See, that's where I guess we differ, because if I don't make the goal, I don't make the goal.
Well,
That's just
also-
more lines to keep me on
Yana.
track.
Yana, instead of Hannah, Yana.
Yeah, nice. That's a
Yeah.
good one, Diddley.
Sorry.
but like I said, my goals aren't necessarily to require me to finish these. It's to kind of keep me on track of making progress.
Yeah, I mean,
And if I don't make them, then they may get pushed to the next year. Or I may say, you know what, that'll be a background game, and I put something else on the goal list for next year. That's also.
Did you read the plastics on?
Yeah, they're still dripping. They're still dripping.
But and that's where we're different too, because you playing a game is not somebody's Christmas present.
Yes.
Versus me finishing things could be somebody's Christmas present, and that's a different kind of.
That's a fair point.
Failure.
You're making something physical.
Yeah.
I'm just completing things that I want to complete it on my list.
Yes.
But the problem is the same problem we've talked about many times over here. For me, there's just so many games out there, and they're all.
I can't help it. I can't help it. I might need to go get a cookie and hot chocolate. Also, maybe a Reese's. I couldn't find my Reese's earlier today.
They're in the freezer.
Okay.
In the door.
Thank you. I might need to go get a Reese's.
You're welcome. You left them sitting on the counter, so I put them back in the freezer.
Frozen Reese's, even though it's cold outside, a frozen Reese's is actually top tier.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, games. That's the problem.
Yana too.
Nice. Is with games being so accessible, so easy to buy, and like most everybody else out there, I'm assuming you all have a backlog on games just like I do. I know you do.
Yeah.
I had a thought earlier. Remind me to come back around to that in a minute. But I've got such a backlog, and I'm buying new games all the time that are new to me that I want to work through. I mean, like this year, there's going to be the new Pokemon coming out later this year. Legends ZA, which I'm going to play. That's the reason why I only put 4 items on my list this year instead of more, because I know I'm going to put Legends ZA on it.
Right.
And depending on when it comes out in the year as to if I'm going to complete it this year or not, but it's going to be at least on there to start. Yeah, I mean, if it comes out in November, I'm probably not going to finish it before the end of the year. But my point being is the idea of this list is to help me keep on track of completing and cleaning up some of that backlog, or at least getting a majority portion of it all cleaned up where I'm comfortable enough to say, hey, yeah, I played enough of that game that I'm happy. Just because of the fact there's just so much stuff in my backlog to play. That's the reason why I have my list.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to have a backlog of games like that too, because it is like gaming. I feel like it's kind of like a rat race constantly of the next new thing coming out. But knitting and like crafting is kind of the same thing too, because people are making new patterns and new things, and new products are coming out, and you want to try them. So it's not dissimilar. What was the thing you want to come back to?
Well, hold that thought. I'll come back around to it still in just a moment. But it's not like it was when we were kids, to where you got one game, maybe two a year.
I don't think it's. I think there's still. I mean, maybe there are more games coming out, but as far as like quality, I mean, there are more coming out, but I think it's also the fact that we live in such an interconnected world that you are much more aware of the games coming out. Like when I was a kid, I don't remember being aware of what games were actually good games, because we didn't have a computer or internet at my house when I was older. So for me, the gaming world was just when I went to the store, what I saw there. But the stores I would go to, they definitely did not have the full selection of games that were out there by far. So, and I think it's much more common, like even, you know, like people used to live in homes without internet, that now you pretty well say that almost every home, especially gamers, every gamer's home probably has internet, because these consoles are coming with the expectation of you having internet to update them and to set them up and such. That's an expectation.
Fair.
So it changes your perspective of the amount of games you're exposed to is just increased. Kind of,
but at the same time, if you think about it, back in the day, you just had the big developers making games, or at least that we were aware of most of the time.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, I think it's what you were aware of at the time. I think.
But to say that though, at the same time, we have a plethora of indie developers nowadays that just make small single A games. Whereas back in the day, if a new studio come along, you might hear about one new studio every 2 or 3 years coming up with a new game. Most of the time, it was just mainly the main console makers and a handful of studios outside of them making making games.
And I think it depends on your perspective too. I mean, the gaming industry has changed a lot as far as where the marketing is targeted to versus like when a small new game would come out, probably only the people who were living in these areas near where they would have been developed. You know what I mean? Like
maybe, but also feel at the same time, back then, a developer might put one game out a year, and that's amongst 30 or 40 major developers. Nowadays, we've got so many small indie developers putting out a game every year. We got the large AAA studios putting out 3 or 4 games a year.
But no, I wouldn't say that. AAA studios aren't putting out 3 or 4 games a year. I think you're looking at publishers, but like if you look at like, I think in a way these big studios are taking even longer to make games because they're just so massive and they're just really focusing on, I don't know if I'd say depth, because I don't know if they always have the most depth, but like the highest graphics, the highest FPS, all of that. That seems to be the focus in a lot of this. Because like Bethesda, I mean...
Alvin made 70! Sorry.
That's fine. But like, I think about like, okay, it took us 6 years in between Zelda games.
Give or take, but yes.
I mean, yes, there's franchises like Call of Duty that you're gonna expect one every year. Pokemon's every 2 years, right?
3, but I think they're finally starting to expand it up to close to 4 or 5.
Right.
Which is what they need to do. They need to slow down.
Well, that's what I'm saying is we're kind of seeing the opposite happen. I think we're on the back end of that where a lot of these small developers are getting scooped up by the bigger publishers. And the timelines are extending to get more quality.
But to use Zelda as a fine example, there's quote unquote a new Zelda game every year that comes out. And yes, between the major story beats like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it was a 6-7 year development cycle. But then in between that, we got things like Link's Awakening, the remake. We got the Cadence of Hyrule.
Right, but
so we got,
but those are not all the same developer though. They're all Nintendo, but they're not the same studio. That's more of what I'm focusing on. Is yes, there's more studios, but I think each studio individually is taking longer to make games.
Well, see, okay,
and
yes,
I think we're just more aware of the smaller studios because they have the platform that a bigger studio could have used to market their game is just as accessible for the most part to a smaller studio now, because social media is free. Now they may not have the massive following, but it used to be like you would get these things by advertising in big box stores and TV and magazines, and those were high fees, barrier to entry, versus now TV and not TV but social media, live streaming, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, all of that for the most part is free. I mean, like a Twitch streamer or YouTuber, they might send a free copy of their game to try, but it's not costing them any physical money out of pocket either. You know, there's a difference, and I think that's why you're noticing a lot more of these games is because it's much easier to get information out.
Fair, but yes. By the way, the level 70 hype. That's we're getting the team closer. But at the
what
same
are you doing
time,
right now? By the way, are you just leveling?
Just leveling up, just chatting and leveling. There was something I had in my mind I was going to do a while ago, but I don't know. My brain kicked out and I forgot what I was wanting to do. It'll be alright. It'll come back around to me. But if you think about it, at the same time, I mean, back when we were kids, we would get 1, maybe 2 new games a year. Now, you and I can go to the gaming store on a regular basis and look around and may come home with 3 or 4 games in hand just on a run, on a game night run.
I don't know. I guess I'm different now because I don't do that anymore. I mean, you know, basically I play Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley now.
Yeah, you don't pick up too often, but
I used to, but I think I started feeling overwhelmed by the amount of games I had, but also disappointed. I like a lot of simulation games, and they're great, but sometimes they're bad because those games are open-ended. There's no definitive ending. Milotic
made to level 70 hype. Diddley, we got another 70 hype. Sorry, go ahead.
So those games have no definitive ending, so I could sit there and play them, and there'd never be an ending, so there's no definitive end point. Diddley.
Yes.
Love the hype, Diddley.
We're getting them there. We're getting our team there. Before too long, we're going to be ready to go after the Elite Four again.
But a lot of the little indie games, I feel like, yes, there's a lot more games coming out, and some of them I want to try, but sometimes they get rushed too much, or there's just not that level of polish. And I'm not saying AAA games are the be-all end-all, because they're not. Because Cyberpunk, there are some games that come out of AAA studios that are a little stinky still. I'll be honest, everybody, when I first got a PlayStation 4, everybody had hyped up Fallout 4. So I got Fallout 4. It wasn't the first game I got on my PS4, but I remember I was very excited to get Fallout 4. And I installed it and I went to play it and I was like, this looks like garbage. And that was somebody caught him off guard. Sorry. But as somebody who was not a fan of Bethesda previously, like I had no experience playing Bethesda games. It was my first Bethesda game.
Thank you.
Thanks, Deadly. I just opened it and I remember feeling very disappointed because I was liking the storyline of Fallout, but I don't know. I'm one of those gamers who's not great, so I felt like it didn't hold my hand enough, but I also wasn't going to put it on easy mode. I just wanted it to hold my hand a little more to help me get there. I felt that way about The Last of Us 2. I felt that way. But it was just, it looked so bad. And then I felt like discouraged, like I couldn't do it. And then I just quit it. I remember being very disappointed. That was a AAA game.
Give me a Gen 1 Pokemon handhold. Here's your first, 2 seconds into the game. Good luck. That's the kind of level of handhold I want in my games, but I'm a gamer who likes to play hard games. And
right, but also, Pokemon's not going to get you stuck in a loop that you can't get out of. Whereas Fallout, you can get, because Fallout's much more on rails with the story, I guess, in a sense of, there's certain checkpoints you have to make in the beginning of the story before they let you loose, and that was what got me. If I got stuck in.
Well, I guess
I need them to hold my hand till I can go at least go be free. Which is what happened with The Last of Us 2, because it kept spawning me in, not The Last of Us Part 2, but the first Last of Us game. It stuck me in a place where I kept spawning right where there were zombies. So literally I'd spawn in, get murdered, spawn in, get murdered. Like I could not get away from the battle to recoup and to reset. And it was just like, I just quit. And it was the first, I think, hour of the game.
Okay, fair. But for me, I guess the best quote-unquote handholdy but tutorial kind of opening for a game in a long time was Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
Breath of the Wild had one of the best opening areas that it kind of held your hand, but it kind of didn't. It gave you a sandbox area you could kind of trip over your own 2 feet and play in, but it wasn't the whole entire world to begin with.
Yes.
But then it said, okay, you're good. You got the basics. Get out there and here's the rest of the world and trip over your own 2 feet. And I feel like that was one of the best.
I would agree with you though, as somebody who prefers more hand holding, but I also like too that if ever something went wrong. So when I was playing Breath of the Wild, I got stuck in that Sea of Guardians by Hyrule Castle. And I was like overwhelmed, getting killed again and again. But what I was able to do was to teleport somewhere else and reset and then decide to come back to it when I was ready.
Yep.
That is the beauty of Breath of the Wild. I think a lot of other games, and part of it probably is just we're emerging into this era of how do you do an open world game, but also have a storyline. Breath of the Wild is the perfect mix of I can go tackle this story in my way and I'm still going to get to unravel the story, but I get to play to my strengths and build up my weaknesses until I'm ready. Because it really, it was like, I thoroughly enjoyed that opening. And I messed up some in the opening, like the first couple shrines I goofed, and I did have to like, I think one of them I looked up. I wasn't entirely for sure, but it wasn't like it was so far out of reach and I wasn't somewhere where I felt like I was in a loop of dying or anything like that. Like I was able to get myself out of it.
Fair.
So, yeah.
So 2 things. One, speaking of Breath of the Wild lore on it and Tears of the Kingdom by that extension. Nice. Scorpio leveled up.
Yay.
Those games did a very good jobs of the sandbox open world
Yes.
by yeah, we'll take Grunch over Nightshade by not only putting big things out in the world for you to see too, but putting a whole bunch of little things in between the
Yes.
big things for you to just kind of every few feet stop and look at and mess with and see.
Yes.
And the world did not feel empty by
No.
any means, either one of them, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom for that matter, because there was always something to do, no matter how far you rode or how far you walked.
The only thing I would say that maybe feels a little empty to me was that there's not a lot of people traveling through Hyrule, and I guess you could say like there's a whole Calamity Ganon happening.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my only like, this feels a little off. I think they rectified that a little more in Tears of the Kingdom.
A little bit.
But overall for the game design and what it is, I think, and maybe that's what I was frustrated with a lot of those games, with Fallout and with The Last of Us, is maybe it was poor game design, which is why I got locked in where I couldn't get out of it. That it wasn't built where a player like me was accessible to it.
Fair.
Which I get. I mean, like, both of those games are heavy duty games. I mean, they're not, but if you have, like, for me, I was college age, really starting to get into gaming and starting to buy my own games. So I was the perfect candidate, really, that if they had done it right, they would have gotten a lifetime buyer for their games, right? Like,
yeah.
I should have been the market, theoretically.
The target market.
Yes, and I will say this, I successfully beat Arkham Knight before those games. So it wasn't like I hadn't ever played a AAA game and I hadn't played an intense game. And Arkham Knight, to me, I know it has its problems, but I love that game dearly. All the Riddler trophies I never went back and got, but that game design is also, to me, awesome. The fighting mechanic, I know it's kind of easy mode, but I loved it. It just felt so good to fight in that game, to be Batman.
To my second point, and remind me, I still gotta come back around to the one I thought of from earlier.
Okay.
My second point is, did you ever play Twilight Princess?
Yes, you know this story.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right.
So
I forgot.
Twilight Princess, I was very excited. This was late middle school, early high school. I had a bunch of friends playing Twilight Princess. I got Twilight Princess because I had a Wii still. I was very excited. I actually enjoyed the motion control fighting mechanics. I was doing good.
Well, my real
And
question to
then
you
I
is-
got stuck when Link is in the prison cell as the wolf. I got stuck there. By some fluke, hit the right button in the right place and got out. It was like, I think it was actually like a legit bug in my game. I really do. Because I had been like, I knew where it was supposed to be. I could tell that part. It just wasn't triggering for me. So I guess I wasn't on the exact right pixel. There was some kind of bug or something. And I looked it up, like I was trying to get around it. But finally got past that, was thoroughly enjoying the game. And then we got internet at my house. The cable company didn't bury the line. Lightning struck and it took out a lot in our house, and that was a whole mess with the cable company. It took out our TV, my Wii, and I believe the microwave with one lightning strike. Like, it just, and I took it to a repair shop because I was like, look, this is my Wii, please, I want to play Twilight Princess. And I had a lot of, like, I had Wii Sports and stuff. I had a lot of games on my Wii. I loved playing my Wii. And the guy told me it was the worst fried Switch he'd ever seen.
Dracula leveled up.
He's like, I've never seen a Switch that was, or not Switch, a Wii that was fried this bad. Like, it was next level. And he said there's no hope of ever repairing this system. We should do that as a series.
about that.
Hannah finally plays Twilight Princess and redeems herself.
Well, my thought was, my question was behind that, and I'd forgotten about your Wii until you brought it back up. You think you've told this before? Maybe.
Okay, yeah, I probably have. It was very traumatic. You've ever had your game system get blown up? Like you go to school and you come home and your whole game system is blown up. And like you don't know it's blown up, you just know the TV won't turn on, so you try to turn it, like power it on, and it won't power on, and then you take it to the repair shop and they're like, oh yeah, this is like fried to a pure crisp. Yeah,
I'd have lost it. Somebody would have heard from me.
Well, unfortunately, I mean, I was young enough, I was not a person to be able to talk to the cable company, and I don't think there was a lot going on with that situation.
Somebody would have heard from me.
There was people talking. You knew that. What was your point?
My thought was,
that Wii was cooked. It was cooked like if Link took a metal weapon out in the open during a thunderstorm. It was that kind of cooked.
So you're one who likes the hand-holding tutorials. How did you really like the tutorial in Twilight Princess, considering everybody says that first 2 hours is just so hand-holding?
I'll be honest, it was weird. It felt like it didn't hold my hand in the places I needed it to.
Nile leveled up.
So when I hope I'm not, like, if you have not seen Twilight Princess or played Twilight Princess, please, I'm gonna give like a little bit of early game spoilers.
Sorry if you have not seen or played Twilight Princess. That game is what, 15 years old?
Well, some of us tried to and got a fried Wii, you know?
Okay, well, I'm not telling you the ending. We're just talking about the opening.
I've seen a good bit of it because I've been watching Mr. A-Game play Twilight Princess. I'm living vicariously through A-Game, but I haven't finished the series, so don't tell me the ending. I have a feeling, I mean, it has to be something with Zelda comes back and something with, you know.
I mean, we can break the Wii U back out. It's got all my Wii stuff on it.
The Wii U?
It's where all my Wii... Excuse me, all my Wii stuff is. It transferred it over.
I can't play it like what I did on my Wii, where I went...
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It's not the HD version.
I don't know why.
The Wii version.
Okay, so...
You and your sword kind of... wannabe. Yes, you can still play it with the motion controls.
It's my Wii Sports Fruit Chop sword.
Yes, we can still plug the nunchuck in.
I got kind of stuck. Okay, so you got stuck too. So yeah, what happened is when I was in the opening, the chicken thing stuck me for a while. I got stuck on the chickens for a while. Sorry, do you want me to continue?
No, yeah. Okay. I was just agreeing with you.
I was stuck on the chickens for a while, and then when it flipped to Twilight, I went out to the lake, and it was like, she's not here, and then I'm like, where do I go? And the problem being, you can't talk to anybody to figure out what you're supposed to do. So, and then also just the nature of being, you know, a school-age person at that point in my life. Then if I had to put it away for the day and came back to it, if they had told me a little bit of important dialogue before, it didn't replay it for me. That was frustrating. It felt like it didn't handhold me in the places I needed it to. It was just like...
And see, well, Twilight Princess is one of my favorite stories, and I love how dark the game is, and which we really needed at that time. That first 2 hours, I feel like it's super hand-holding, but it takes forever
but not
to
in the
get
right
out of
way.
order.
But not in the right way. That's what I'm saying. Is it's like a...
Maybe?
I think the storyline significantly outweighs the game design of that game, and even what I've seen A-Game play, I would argue that I mean, from what I've seen and what I've played, I would argue that all of the effort of that game, the people who like knocked it out of the park, would be the people who wrote the story and gave you the solid plot, because the plot, I think everybody probably agrees, is one of the best.
One of the best storylines I've ever played in Zelda.
I think from what we can tell, the temples and the shrines, I don't know what you call them, dungeons,
but
their design is good and solid that when you get into one of those, they're engaging and fun to play.
Maybe there's one or two that I could live without.
But every
mostly-
Zelda game has that. I mean, there's not a Zelda game that you don't have one or two that you're like,
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
it's human beings, you know? But I would argue then that the game's weakness, I know, I'm getting good too.
I just had a chill run on my back.
Should we bump up the heat?
No, probably would help if I turned the fan back on because I cut it off because I was chilly at the time. But it'd go back
Which
to
button
circular.
am I do?
Just flip the switch. I just flipped the switch on the wall. Oh wow, I need to heal up. I turned it off because it was moving the air on me at the time. I was cold, but probably need to go back to stirring the hot air up
Yeah,
again.
that would be great.
It's probably warm up there and chilly down here.
Yeah, it's a little chilly down here.
I'll let that start to stir the hot air up again. That'll help out.
But
Oh, we were saying.
like Twilight Princess.
Oh yeah,
I
correct.
was just gonna come in here for 5 minutes. It's been like 40 minutes.
That's okay. You're helping me keep entertained.
I feel like the game shows its weakness and the transition points. That it probably could have stood to have cooked or had a revision in the transition points. Because we have this excellent story that we give you, but how do we launch you into the story? How do we get you from point A to point B in the story? You know, that's where the game shows its weakness, which I think is where where Breath of the Wild really shines, because throughout the open world, you're gonna encounter little places you can snapshot and get pieces of the story. You're gonna encounter different villages that will also give you pieces of the story, but if you don't get them, it's not gonna break the game. Like, you're not gonna not finish the game, but also it's pointing you to all these things along the way, and it's giving you plenty of ways to solve the problem, and it will help you if you're stuck.
See, that's just it. A lot of people say the story in Breath of the Wild was very weak because you weren't actually playing the story, you were getting the story in retrospective.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I could see that. But what I'm saying is that when you're just the experience of playing the game, you always have a purpose and a thing to do. You
Yes.
never feel confused on what should I do at this moment.
Oh, I did all the time.
But it's not because you don't know what to do, it's you're trying to figure out which one should I do.
That was always.
Whereas
problems.
Twilight Princess has a, well, what should I do?
Okay, that's fair.
And
Hyrule Field was very empty in Twilight Princess, though. Great map, just needed more stuff in it.
well, and that's, again, I don't know. We could sit here and argue game design on a lot of games.
That's fair.
You know what game I think knocks it out of the park on game design?
I feel like I should know that you've told me this already.
No, but what game would I brag on?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, what's number 2? Stardew!
Yeah, okay, fair.
Stardew is great because Stardew, there's always something going on, and it does put you on a timer, but Stardew's great in that it just keeps going. So for the most part, if you miss it in the first year, you can catch it the next year. But Stardew's great too in the sense of, I will say, when I first came into Stardew, you definitely, like, if you're a brand new player and you feel confused, you just need to go and pull up the wiki. Most Stardew players pull it up with the wiki, but it's not.
No. I played it pure of heart going into it.
Yeah, I mean, I did
Level
too.
up.
I did too when I first played it.
My first playthrough, I made it to year 2, not having any particular goal other than just playing, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed that so
And
much playing my first
it's-
playthrough of Stardew.
I feel like I will do that at some point, but I want to get my run of the community center first.
Hold up. That's the problem. There you go. There's your issue. You can't experience it like I did now because you know about the community center.
Well, no,
you
the
know
first-
there's goals to do.
The first time
I didn't have a clue what the community center was. I didn't have a clue what I was doing.
I played it like that the first time. I did.
No Wikipedia.
No Wikipedia. I just played it.
Okay.
I played it on my Switch. I had it on my Switch, and then I saw other people play. Like, I saw some people playing it, so I guess I knew like a little bit about the intro, but I didn't know all the backstory of everybody. So then I went through and I was playing on my Switch, and then I saw other streamers playing it and kind of started following it from there. And then at that point, I decided, okay, I want to be a little more serious. But it was, I mean, you have to think about too. I played Harvest Moon back in the day, and I also was starting to get into the Harvest Moon wiki too. I want to go back and play some of the old Harvest Moon games. Those games were tough because if you wanted to marry somebody in those games, if you took too long, then they would just go off and get married without you, and so you literally could have an end of game situation that you couldn't get married.
Harvest Moon 64 is available on the NSL.
I don't know if that's the one. I kind of want to play the one I played as a kid.
Which one did you play as a kid?
It was whatever one was on the DS.
Oh, how about that one?
Is that a DS? I feel like I'm just gonna keep my hat on at work all day tomorrow and nobody's gonna touch me. I'm just gonna walk around work like this.
Oh, you pink hair all day. All right,
I
so
curl my hair so it looks like I actually did something to myself, and then just have the hat and the shawl. So it's gonna be cold. And my school is an older building, so there's no heat or AC in the hallways, which means in the summertime when the doors are open and people are coming in and out, it gets hot. But in the wintertime like this, and it's all cinder block, it's just cold. It is just the most bitter cold. So I keep my doors shut and the heat cranked up. So
my other thought was, now we're done on design and ranting and all this.
Get hot chocolate.
Okay, fair. My other thought was, and I had this thought earlier today, and I thought you might make it.
Lick it?
Like it.
Sorry, you sound like you said lick.
Q-tips. My other thought was, when we have a disagreement and can't settle on something, we ought to start breaking out the Smash Brothers Ultimate and just settling it that way.
No, we should break out the Wii with the little fight sword sticks.
I don't.
Wii Sports
I didn't have that one.
Resort.
Do you have that one?
Wii Sports Resort.
Do you have that one? I don't have that one.
I did. I don't know if I still have it. It might be at my mom's house. I don't know if we kept all of our Wii games or not. I might have told her to get rid of it 'cause we don't have a Wii anymore. I didn't know. I still have my PlayStation stuff.
Yeah, we got our hands on that the other day. That's nice. I did go through that collection, and there's some things I wouldn't let her get rid of.
I need my PlayStation 2 stuff. You haven't seen that.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. You'll have to break that collection out.
I have the OG Lego Star Wars, which is so much better than the new Lego Star Wars. I'm just saying. I still want to go back and play the new one, but I played a little bit and I'm just not impressed.
I still got my PlayStation 2. It's in there in the box. We can always hook some of these things up.
I had a PlayStation 2 Slim.
Nope, I had the original big boy.
I got
the one you
Slim.
could put the hard drive in.
I got the Slim for my 10th birthday. My Wii is in Mexico. Oh no!
Oh goodness, Impulsive. That's a little bit of a ways to go to get your Wii. Can you get anybody to send it to you?
I wouldn't ship that thing. Do you trust them to leave it in one piece when they ship it?
Get somebody you trust to really bubble wrap everything.
But you can't bubble wrap things across a border.
Yeah.
I'm saying is the ideal thing would be to drive it across.
Okay.
And then say, look, this is what I have. But the problem is that I could honestly see somebody like wanting to rip it apart to make sure nothing was being smuggled. But you know what I mean. I don't know who has it. My mom shipped it to me. No, no, that's awful. No.
Well, might have to pick up another one along the way then.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Josie.
Thankfully, weeds are not too crazy expensive anymore these days. You can find them pretty regularly.
I don't know if that's helpful. I'm still feeling cold.
It feels like it's stirring the air. Pretty good there.
I might need to get a hot drink.
Okay.
I'm just saying, there is a streamer I watched, and I won't say what streamer, because I would not necessarily recommend this streamer to the family-friendly audience. However, long time ago I watched her. But she always referenced.
Never mind. So say that rules out Mr. A game, but then you said her, so that really ruled out Mr. A game.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So, she always referenced Wendy's back in the day did hot drinks. And they literally have a whole commercial that goes like, hot drinks really gets you going. And it was their training video. If you ever look up Wendy's hot drinks, I'm just saying, it's a bop. It's fun to listen to, but it's a training video, and you're like, they really went this hard in the 80s on their training video, but they did. Unfortunately, apparently Wendy's is very protective of copyright in that, which is why I did not sing more of it and why I'm not saying we should watch it. But I'm just saying, after stream in like 15-20 minutes, go give it a gander. Like, it is top tier 80s music, which you would not expect.
I'm sorry, I can never get past the fact that collar on Wendy's dress says mom.
I love Wendy's. Great, can we go get Wendy's?
I'm not going out in this weather tonight. It's too cold for me.
We should go get Wendy's later.
Oh, maybe another day. You ain't get me out there tonight. Bailey's gonna walk the dog here in a little while, and her and I both are gonna be running back inside because of how cold it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Melotic made level 71.
No, Melotic. Why does Melotic not have a name?
Because it was Melotic.
Is it legendary?
No, it just that was the second one we caught. The first one,
I thought you
I
only
think we
caught.
named the first one.
I thought you only caught one of every Pokemon.
I was being cautious with Melotic because of how, or well, Feebas, because of how hard it was to catch it. One, and because I knew that I had to get the beauty stat way up to get to evolve, and I was afraid I was doing very much like I did, was going to screw up the beauty stat the first time around, which I did. I didn't get the beauty stat high enough, and I ran out of room to be able to feed it more Poffins. I was just being cautious because I knew I was going to screw that one up.
Miss me! Hey, Miss Me!
What's
It's okay.
shaking?
It's okay. You can watch the VOD. Just make sure you comment on the VOD. Oh, Miss Me, you missed it. We named one of the Pokemon Ollie for the future dog.
Scorpio made it to level 50.
Great. Show Miss Me Ollie.
All right, hang on a second. We'll go back and we'll pull them. Yeah, we did pick up a couple of new Pokemon tonight. It was odd. We got a female Combi, which we're gonna evolve to a Vespa Queen. That's Ollie. And we got Bill Clinton, the Pelipper. Yep, we picked up a couple of new ones tonight. Technically, we already had our Combi. It's just we needed a female. Excuse me, and because I was smart enough this morning to actually put honey on. Excuse me, I got burps tonight. Put honey on the honey trees. We were lucky enough to find a female Combi, which we need to evolve. So I went ahead and grabbed it because even though we already had a male one, we have to have the female to evolve it. It's the only way we can evolve it. So Beagles are bagels. Yeah, well, fair, but I wouldn't eat a beagle.
Bagels.
Look, which I totally did not name. That well, fair point. You didn't have a Wingull?
Oh yeah.
We have a Wingull, yes. We just have not evolved it up to a Pelipper, and we just happen to be lucky enough to run into a Pelipper. So, actually, I think we had a Wingull and we lost one. I think we lost our Wingull along the way.
Sorry, y'all. Catching up with
Didn't we?
Wait, did you show Miss Me the Ollie?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's Wingull. Yeah, we have a Wingull.
Where's
we just
Ollie?
have not evolved it up yet.
Can I see Ollie? Can
There's
I name
Ollie.
the Wingull, please? What do you want to name the Wingull?
We already named the Wingull.
Why did the Wingull get named?
We got named Bill Clinton, the Pelipper. Oh, the Wingull. Sorry.
Wingull.
The Wingull, it is named Nile. It got named a while back.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not take away somebody's name.
Yeah, it already had a name. No, I didn't catch the Wingull tonight. We just already had one from streams back. So,
Okay.
what was that? What were we saying? So you don't like my idea of settling differences using Smash?
I just don't think it's an even playing field between me and you.
Really?
Your fingers are much more acclimated to that controller than mine are right now.
Okay, fair.
Now, if it was a sock knit off, like, whew. Which is why I say the Wii sword fighting game. I was gonna name it Jones Michael Wingull.
Jones Michael Wing. Where's Jones Michael? That sounds familiar. I want to say I'm supposed to know that. John Michael.
John Michael Wingull.
Wait, is there a pun there? There's something there. It's just not clicking the bell for me.
Jacob Hammerschmidt. That's my name too.
I feel like we'd run out of the Pokemon to name that.
I'm still waiting on Gravy the Slowpoke. I'm wearing my Slowpoke pink. I'm just saying. It's a look tonight. We're in Slowpoke. See? Me and Gravy match.
Actually, you kind of do, don't you? That is actually pretty close to a Slowpoke pink.
Yes.
That's actually not far
I
off.
mean, it's like right there. See? I'm
That's
Gravy's
really
mom.
not far off.
I'm Gravy's mom. I don't.
Oh yeah, M&J. Yes. I've watched plenty of his stuff. Michael and
John?
what is it? Michael and John? I know Michael, but he always said that the channel was named after him and his brother, but I don't remember him ever saying what his brother's name was.
Sorry.
Was it John and Michael?
John and Michael.
Well, I know it's
strong
Michael for
names.
sure.
Sorry. I think we're at the point where Hannah's delirious.
Yeah, but M&J TV, he's a really good PokeTuber. I love his stuff. I've watched his stuff for a number of years now. Okay, I guess I've never heard him say his brother's name on any of his stuff that I've watched. So either he very rarely says it, or either I missed it somewhere down the line.
Miss Me is the real fan here because Miss Me knows. How does that make you feel, Grant?
That maybe I haven't watched all of his stuff from the get-go. I mean, I only learned about his channel a few years ago.
You're a fake fan, Grant.
I
I follow him on Reddit, but not on YouTube.
Nice.
Oh, Reddit. Reddit's such an odd place.
He does a lot with the memes too.
Yeah, that would be worth to see on Reddit.
3 years. Have you gone back and watched all of his stuff, or did you just watch from like 3 years forward? Because I've just been watching for the past 4 or 5 years forward. I haven't been watching. I didn't go back and watch all of his old stuff.
Grant, I don't know if we believe you at this point because obviously, Yana, I know. I'm sorry, Diddley. I can't stop yelling. A Spitapay. Okay, I don't know if I get that one. I'm sorry, Diddley. We should make like an emote of me yawning one day. Oh, do you wanna?
Did we get a supercut of your ones?
Maybe.
Nice.
If you can edit it, because I'm editing all of your fails.
Here. Do we get a what?
I'm okay. Can I tell them what I'm working on? I just won't tell all the details.
No, not yet. I don't want to spoil it just yet.
Can I tell them what milestone it's for?
Okay, you can say that. But
Okay.
You can't talk about what it is just yet.
I am working. Not gonna lie, you look good in that one. True. Thanks.
You're getting all the compliments on my channel. I gotta start coming on yours and get your compliments.
Hey, it's knitting season. It's my time of the year to wear everything I've ever made in my life. I'm not pulling my socks to show you, but I have Mardi Gras color socks on right now. They're awesome.
If I was flexible enough to get my foot up here, I would.
So drippy. Okay, so I'm currently working on the 300 subscriber special, and you're like, wait, we're not at 250 yet. Yes,
Trust us.
but it's gonna be a
takes
long
time.
haul to get it ready for 300. Even if we grow at the same rate or slower, it's still gonna be like a massive push to get it done for 300.
Yeah.
But what will happen is when we get close to 300, I've already made the trailer. So when we get pretty close to 300, I'll drop the trailer so you can know what it is. But Grin can tell you, I'm not holding back any editing at all. Like, I am going full out, all drama, all laughs, all the way.
I made it to 67.
Yay! So, we have we've been talking about the 250 subscriber special, and it might be a little different than our past subscriber specials, but I don't think you guys will mind. We have some good ideas that I think you guys will enjoy in the long term. And that will be more of for the people who are actively engaging with the channel constantly, that it'd be a place. I think we can do.
You will just have to wait.
Tears of the
and
Kingdom
see.
edit. So, yeah, I'm working on an edit behind the scenes. It's pretty good. I'm very excited about it, but it's going to be a massive edit. And unfortunately, this is like my busiest time of year.
And she has her own content to work on.
Yes, and I've been
Mine
trying.
is second priority behind hers.
I've been trying to ramp up my content. and it's paying off well. My channel's starting to take off, so I mean, I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I'm not really worried about numbers, but just cause it gives me a good goal and a place to talk about my stuff. But
part of the reason why we're waiting till 300 for this particular drop is because she needs to worry about her own content first.
Well, and I have to worry about my actual paying job too, because you know, adult life. But I think you guys will be really pleased with it. I'm hoping that it'll work out so this, like, when we get 300 within 24 hours of hitting 300, it'll just drop. And what I really would like to do is have a live premiere where Grant and I can both be in the chat when it premieres, because I think it's going to be that kind of epic and big that we're going to want to sit and chat about it.
It's definitely going to be worth the wait.
Yeah.
What I've seen so far, it's going to be worth the wait.
Yeah. I have giggled a lot over this because I'm so excited about it.
I will say it's my content, but it's purely Hannah's spirit. She is doing the work on this. I have not said anything about it other than what she showed me and we've laughed about.
Yeah.
I have no input on this, so this is strictly Hannah.
Well,
and it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny.
I think
so you guys are gonna have to wait, but I think you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Yes, and my idea too is to, like, if this is something for like a subscriber milestone, that this is a tribute to something that you guys would want to watch, but also something that, yeah, I mean, I guess somebody who comes around could watch it and find value in it, but the people who have been around and have watched, you're gonna find the most value in it, because if this is all Grant's content, you're gonna remember all of these things. It's reminding us of the things that we know and love.
You'll know where it comes from when you see it.
Hint for 300. So
yes,
that's your hint for right now. Like I said earlier, when we get close, I'm thinking when we hit about 290 or 295 will be when the trailer launches, depending on, I think we'll assess the data as far as how fast subscribers are coming, because I don't want it to be like, I'm gonna throw numbers because I don't really know what the numbers are by any means, but let's say it takes
248 right now.
Yes, but like as far as how long it takes to get
subs. Sorry.
So let's say we're gonna sit at 290, between 290 and 300. It's gonna take us a whole month. I don't want a trailer to sit for a whole month, but if it's going to take a week, I might go ahead and launch and be like, hey, just saying, here's what it is, here you go.
See, me, if for my input on it, when we get around that close to area and we drop the trailer, I'm gonna tell you guys that, hey, there's the trailer. You want it? You better get us to 300.
Yeah.
Find some people, bring them in here.
Yeah, and
sorry.
I think we can both agree, we don't want just people to come just so there's a number. That's not the point. No. But it's about celebrating the growth of the channel, and we want people who legitimately want to be here and legitimately want to watch. So don't force people against their will, please. But I think you'll like it. But your hint is
share with people who are going to enjoy.
Yes, and
Dracula made it 67.
Hey, but I think you'll like it. In the meantime, I think, yeah, we're at 248 right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're looking at the 250 special. Can I tell them what we were talking about for 250, or do you want to talk about it later?
Let's talk about it later.
Okay.
It's coming. Let's cross the line.
Hold up. Yeah, it was 249 before. It went down to 240. It happens.
Hey, some people leave sometimes.
But also, I think sometimes, because it's happened on mine too, I think sometimes there are bots on YouTube, and YouTube will cull the bots and get rid of them. You never know. There's always people. So yeah, we at 248. Yeah. So for 250.
I don't know. I think sometimes YouTube will drop a channel off your subscribe list if you're not actively watching them for so long.
I will say,
because I have seen stuff disappear out of my list. I'm like, I don't remember taking that out, and I go hunt it back down, and I may not watch this channel once a year maybe, but it was something I enjoyed.
Right.
So it may be YouTube.
I could see that happening.
Sorry, what was you saying?
So I think when the 250 subscriber thing launches, I think it will be awesome So that's something, I mean, we're right there. I think y'all have that to look forward to, and that's going to be something that I think will be very enjoyable and will definitely tide us over to 300. I have zero doubt about it. So
no trailer, no trailer for
Yeah.
250. It's just it's gonna drop when it drops.
yeah, yeah.
Once we
Like,
cross the
hey.
threshold, it'll drop when it drops.
Yeah, and you got to give us time because we are working people who have lives, who have different things going on. So
Well,
we'll get it ready when we're able to.
bear in mind, there's also the fact that once we cross the threshold, then we actually get the content together, and we'll get it up and ready. There's some of it is not pre-preparable, shall I say?
Well, yes and no. This I think
Is
is
that some of it?
I'm pre-prepared in 300 one.
Okay, that's a different.
That's-
That's a whole different beast altogether, though.
Yes, but
250
yeah, and
is-
you have
is
to
not
give
the
us a
same.
little patience too, because YouTube, like, when I went to upload my stuff that went up today, Grant can tell you I uploaded it 3 times last night to get it to finally upload, and I had already tried uploading it at least 3 or 4 times before that.
Well, look, and I'll tell you guys, I apologize for this because the New Year's Eve, yeah, it was the New Year's Eve Mario Kart. We were talking about Hannah's content going up right after we got done streaming. She was well underway, but YouTube was just being so slow about processing it. It took
Well-
about 2 hours longer than we anticipated.
Yeah, and some of that too was I didn't give myself enough of a buffer. I should have known better. But wait, is 250 not going to be a stream? You're gonna have to wait and see about 250.
There's something there, but
There's content.
You'll have to see what it is.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying some of it can't be pre-prepared, some of it
Yeah.
can. There's always work behind the scenes that you guys don't see that I do to get any and all of my content ready.
Yes. And there's a
Live
lot.
streams included. There are things I still have to do that you guys do not see
Yeah.
to get this going.
And I will say this too is we try to keep changing things up a little bit because we don't want it to be the same thing over and over again all the time. Now, at the same time, should you say, hey, we want you to come back and play Overcooked some more, I could be persuaded to do that. I'm just saying.
That's again up to you guys.
But
A lot of what I
at
do
the same
here.
time, having Overcooked for every subscriber milestone may not necessarily be the best way to go, because I think you don't know what it is yet, but we have our sights on some things that I think you will appreciate more. So we'll see.
Oh, what?
He's putting the
It's just that
controller
time.
down.
It's that time. We should start wrapping
Aw,
up.
man, I was having fun hanging out.
That's fair, but it's that time, and I gotta let people go to bed, and we gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I have to go to bed. I have to try to not freeze to the bed tonight.
I want to get warm here in a few minutes. Really warm.
I wouldn't mind Overcooked at some point. Yeah, I think we probably will come back and play Overcooked. I can tell you this, that probably this might be one of the last times y'all see me on stream for a while. My work is about to get insanely busy. I'm gonna start working a lot of nights. So I talk a little bit more about some of those things on my channel. But do leave comments. I do like looking at comments, so if you want to say hey, I'll see you in the comments.
And Hannah does read my comments just
Yes.
as I do.
Yeah.
I reply back to them. She likes to read them.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want to send a message over, please comment below. I'll see the comments. I may not be in stream for a little bit, at least till probably the middle of February, if not the end of February. But just know you might see me around for the 250 stuff too, because I kind of want to be there for that because it's special. But I'll hopefully be back for 300 and have everything ready to go.
Yes, hopefully.
Oh, can I tell them about my official title?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
You're excited about that. I know you are.
Grant officially has his first co-worker at Grant's Gaming Corner, and it's me.
She is officially
I
editor and manager.
officially have Grant's Gaming Corner attached to my YouTube account. Yes, I'm officially an editor
So
of the channel, so it's fun.
Having-
Sorry.
It's okay. Having said everything we've said so far tonight, bear in mind, you guys still influence a lot of what I do here. If you guys don't enjoy it, it's going to get thrown out. If you guys are enjoying it, I'm gonna keep it around. I'm gonna manipulate it a little bit, try to do it in different ways, play it in different ways so it doesn't get boring.
Yeah.
But we're still going to do a lot of what you guys want done and still have a little bit of fun on our side as well. So bear in mind, you guys influence a lot of what I play here and what you guys are enjoying and what you guys are seeing because of how much you guys enjoy it. So keep that all in mind. Thursday of the week, the 25th, I'm gonna
You're gonna pop in to say hey to stream?
Nice. Very nice. You're gonna let us know if anything changes between now and then. So we got time though. All right, so thank you all. We're gonna wrap it up right there. Is there anything else you want to throw out there before we call it a night?
No.
No? Okay.
Thanks for hanging.
Appreciate you guys coming hang out tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know tonight's been kind of a little bit of an off-ended tonight. I know we did the honey tree hunt, and then after that went looking for some more people in the underground, which I'm gonna look up some numbers on that before too long. I will try to have some numbers for the underground hunt before next week, hopefully. But thank you all for coming hang out. You guys get some rest tonight. I will see you guys back here tomorrow night for Echoes of Wisdom. We're jumping back in finally to Echoes of Wisdom. I know it's been a few weeks since we've been away. It's time to get back to it. So you guys get some night. Good night. Get some rest. I will see you all. Keep warm tonight. Don't forget to let your pipes drip. Let your water drip. If you are in a freezing area, please do not bust your pipes. That's a mess. So
get the fuzzy socks.
Get the fuzzy socks. So there's your PSA for tonight. Thank you all. Love you all. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Yes. And as always, be good and God bless.